There it is out in the sun. Ooh, it doesn't blast. Ah! It's hard to show. Hi everybody. I'm so excited. I just got a new mold. Well, what I'm going to do with it is it's a mobile. I'm going to make it all the feathers chakra colors. So there's 7, which is perfect. And then there's a top piece, and I guess this is a frame. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go together, but we'll figure that out later. So, and then I've got Let's Resin dye all the colors of the chakras. So, you know, red, purple, light blue, dark blue, orange, yellow, and green. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm using Magic Resin. If you're working with resin, you should follow instructions on the manufacturer. They're all a little bit different. Wear gloves, and if you're not in a well-ventilated room, you should wear a respirator. So I've got the Magic Resin 2-part. This is the tabletop epoxy, which will be fine for this. It's not going to be a deep casting. So is that on the outside? Tiny little speck in there. So I don't know how much I'm gonna need, so I'm gonna be guessing a little bit. I always have another mold on standby in case I have too much resin. It's hard to know with all the different little things, so I'm gonna mix about, I don't know, maybe that's 3-4 ounces maybe. So that's part A, and then we'll get part B. This is the hardener. And I need exactly the same amount. Tiny little specks in there. I was sanding something earlier, so here we go. So we'll get the same amount. And these cups are really good. There's little lines on them, so I can see exactly how much. Make it the same. How's that look? Pretty much right on. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, because it's starting to get cooler now, and to help with the bubbles, what I do with my resin, and the weather's cool, so I've got just a little Cool Whip container there of hot water, and I just set my resin in the 2 cups in there. I'm going to leave that for about 15 minutes. Going to be careful you don't get any water in the resin. And leave that for about 15 minutes just to heat it up a bit, and that helps with the bubbles. Bubbles are not our friend. Okay, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Okay, all warmed up, so I'm going to carefully take it out of the water bath and dry off the cups so I don't get any water drips in it. It's not the end of the world if you get a little bit of water in it. It'll just make it cloudy, and it might affect the curing, but a little bit wouldn't hurt. But I just, try not to do that. So then I've got another Cool Whip container and I pour the resin in kind of slowly, because you don't want to stir up any more bubbles than are going to happen. So that's the thinner one. That's the actual hardener. Just scrape that out really good. Okay, and then I'll add in the resin. Again, I just kind of pour it down the side to stir up as a few bubbles as possible. These molds are pretty thin, so the bubbles won't be a big problem. Plus, I'm going to add sparkles. Sparkles hide bubbles. So I think we'll be fine. Okay, so both parts of the resin are mixed together now, so I'm just going to mix them for about 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. Make sure they're all really well mixed, and then we can start adding some color. Okay, so I'm just going to separate the resin into the different cups for the different colors. So the first 3 I think are going to be the bigger feathers. There's 2 big ones. And then there's a couple of medium ones, so do a little bit less. Not sure how much it's going to take, but we're going to find out. Oop. And these are smaller ones. And then, pardon, for the hangy part, the base thing, oh, that's too much. I think I'm just going to leave it clear with some nice sparklies in it. So let's see what happens here. Let's do some red. I want it to be pretty vivid, so red, purple, and this is the light blue. There's a light blue, chakra color, and a dark blue, so this is sapphire blue. Ooh, and then orange, not my favorite color, but hey, part of the plan. Yellow, and the last one is green. Okay, so let's mix these up and see what they look like. Oh, the other thing I want to do too is I want to put sparkles in all of them. I love sparkles. So I'm going to add those. Let's do that now. Not a lot, just a bit till it'll catch the light. These are Magic Resin mixology, I think they call it. Oh, tiny bit of green one in there. Chunky glitter. I love this stuff. I put in everything. Ooh, that one's done. Ooh, that's way too much. Oh well. See if I can scoop some out. Oh, I don't like wasting my sparkles. Okay, so let's mix these up really quick. Okay, so we're all set. So I'm gonna do a big one red. Let's hope I have enough. I think I do. I think we're good. Oh my goodness, this is going to be gorgeous. I get it to all the little nooks and crannies. I don't want to overflow it, so let's leave that for the moment. And then I think I'll do a big one in purple. I'm a little excited about this. Oh, that's the perfect amount. Probably have a little bit too much for the other ones. It's just gotta make sure it goes into that little top part, so I might have to stretch that a bit. And then this nice light blue. I think I'm gonna do medium one in the light blue. Oh, look at these colors. I'm gonna get a toothpick in a minute and make sure that it gets all spread out.
You and me, baby.
Hi, hon.
Are you videoing?
I am, yeah. That's fun. And I do have enough resin, so this leftover resin, I'm just going to put the sparkles right in there and do I'm just going to, make it clear, just sparkles. Woo! and see how that works. Because I think with chakras, the crown resin, or the crown chakra, ooh, look at that, is kind of crystal-y. So let's do that. Okay. Now, which one will I do first? I think I'll do this little one first, in case I don't have enough resin. I should have enough for this one, and I can always come back and do the other one. Ooh, look at that. That might be enough. So I'm going to see how far I can get with this. Woo! I can always add more, right? I can add, especially because it's clear, I don't have to worry about the color being the same. Looks like I don't have quite enough to fill it, but it might go around, fill out one layer, and then I can just add some more. I'll just spread it around a bit. That'll work. Yeah, and I'll go back and do another layer. Who knows, this might be enough. Once it all settles down and all the cracks, it might just be enough. Nah, I think I'll probably have to do more. See if I can steal a bit more out of there. Good to the last drop. Yeah, I'm just going to spread it around so I get at least a little bit down, and then I can just do clear. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put my gloves on. Ooh. Oh well, too late now. Okay, so I'm not going to use my torch because I do not want to wreck this mold. So the best thing to do without a torch or a heat gun is, oh look at that, look at that, it's going over there. So I'm going to scoop up some of this and put it over here because there's too much on that one. Ooh, I gotta make sure, I better scoop it into here. Yeah, with everybody's different with resin in terms of your sensitivity, you know, I guess, like, you know, the whole latex allergies and stuff like that. I'm not at all. So other than the stickiness, getting resin on my hands is not going to be a problem for me. Okay, where do we need some more here? And put it on those little tabby things. That one looks good. Yeah, I might be okay, you know, I might not, I don't think I'm going to need to add any more. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out. I'm not sure how that's all going to work. Because all the resin, see, all the resin's going to be on top of that. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out tomorrow. Okay, so that's all good. So, to get rid of the bubbles, where's my alcohol? I just have a little spray bottle with alcohol in it. And I don't know if you can see, the bubbles all disappear when you give them a little shot with alcohol. I'm not worried about those so much. That looks pretty good. So the other thing I'm going to do is just go around with a toothpick just to make sure everything looks really good, actually. Make sure that there's no bubbles trapped down in the little nooks and crannies, but it all looks pretty good. And what I do is I put my molds on a separate board from the table. My table is pretty level, but just in case, you know, the resin starts drifting in one direction or another, if you lay it also on a board, then you can just adjust the board instead of having to, you know, panic and adjust your whole table. Okay, looks good. Looks good. So what I'll do it every 15 minutes. Oh, there's a little bug. Get away, get away, get away. I'll just give a little shot with the alcohol. You don't want to do too much. Probably do this about 5 times. Just to, you know, keep the bubbles, get the bubbles out. Okay, so I'm gonna find a mold and do something with all that nice, beautiful leftover resin. And then we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Okay, it's the next morning. Let's see what we got. No flies landed on it, so that's good. Let's see how they come out. Nice. Ooh, they're quite thick. A little bit of trimming to do on that little bit. Oh, they look nice. Yeah, purple. Oh, what a nice mold this is. I'll put a link. I think I got it through Amazon, but I'm not sure. I'll put a link to where I got it. Wow, they are gorgeous. Nice molds. Beautiful. I don't know how the clear ones are going to come out. That'll be the real kicker if those work. But it's actually, the mold is deeper than I thought, but it's beautiful. Comes out nice and shiny and smooth. Beautiful. Those are the extra things I did. Let's see what they are. Now let's see. Ooh, let's see what this does. And be careful. Okay, it's good, it's good. What's that? Ooh. Not sure what that is. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm just seeing a little, is that a tear? I don't think so. Looks like a little flaw in there, but I think it's okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, that's that one. And it's nice and thick, so I was worried that it might kind of be bendy, but I don't think it will. It's deep enough, you know, thick enough. Oh, I love this. I can see there's a few little spots I'll have to trim up, but be careful. I think I'll be using this mold a lot. Fabulous. Yes, there's a few little spots I'll have to trim up just with my scissors or a little knife. But wow, that's great. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to attach them. I was thinking I have some silver chain. I think I'm going to try that. So I'm going to hunt around a bit and experiment a bit and see what the best way is to hang those. Yeah, turned out great. So what have I got here? Just a little bookmark with the extra yellow and green I had. Those are great when you have a little bit extra. This was another mold. I got it at the same time. Ew. Some unmixed resin on the back of that. And I think I got it at the same place. So I just put my extra resin in it. So let's see what this looks like. They're birds. I don't know if you'll see them, be able to see. So far the mold is good. Well, yeah, you can kind of see. I think it might be, can you kind of see the little birds? Might be nice to just with some gold paint or something, see if I can fill in the lines in there, but that'd be a nice Suncatcher too. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna attach these. We'll figure that out and I'll be back. So I'm just trimming up this extra little bit that overflowed. Just have a little pair of scissors. Just trim it off there. Might sand it a little bit. And so there it is. I figured out how to put it all together. So what I did is I just used copper wire, really thin, probably 28 gauge copper wire, and I just put some kind of pinky crystally beads to hang them. And I had a resin purple heart, so I just attached that with a little bit of UV resin. And I had this stone, it's kind of like a blue, dark blue stone. I just attached that with the UV resin on the back. There we are. It's nice. I think like it's the Chakra colors, but it's not really in any, logical order. So next time I do it, I'll, think it through a little bit more and try some different color combinations. But I love this mold. It's awesome.